Yo, the stock market is on fire. Is this the time that you really need to get invested? Let's talk about it. Let's read the charts. I will show you how simple this is. This is Stocks and Hip Hop. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you do yourself a favor and myself and hit that subscribe button. This is Stocks and Hip Hop. What we do here every single week is we highlight a hip hop lyric and we also talk about the stock market. We cover the 4 indexes. We cover the S&P, the Russell, the Dow, and the Nasdaq, and we look for the best possible entry that we can make into the market. And stick around to the end of the video. I will give you my thumbs up or thumbs down for what I believe is the best entry. So the hip hop lyric, what we do every single week is we highlight one, and this week on the clock, who we got? What do we got? We have my man T.I., none other than a Rubber Band Man, off the album Urban Legend, off the track ASAP. If you listen to that right now, you'll notice the key lyric in there. He made $250,000 in the pen giving stock tips. And this is to let you know every single week, stock market and hip hop have always been together, and I'm going to show that to you every single week. So make sure you check out this weekly series. Hit that subscribe button, and let's go on to these charts and see what's happening in this market, because we could have the beginning of a bull run to the new highs. Let's go. S&P closed at $4,594.63. And family, let's highlight what we talked about last week on how the cup and handle pattern is what we noticed in development. And since then, we've talked about how we can continue to go higher, because this is a continuation pattern. Now that we have this development and we are getting quite close to where this neckline is, where do we go from here? Price targets, family. Price targets right now, as we see, we are on the cusp of that resistance, and we want to break above that. So what I'm looking for is a break above 4,600. Price target right now is around that 4,730 area. So 4,730 is the area that I think that the market could go on the upside. Downside is that this plays out to be resistance. If this does end up being resistance, then what happens in the market is if you have a bullish setup that does not develop, it is a bearish signal, and we will have a cataclysmic fall to the downside if this does not fully develop. So we are keeping a close eye on what happens if we get above this 4,600 area. All right, so upside 4,730, downside is if this resistance ends up holding up, keeping the price below 4,600, and we come back to around this 4,500 area. That's the S&P. Family, let's follow along to what we got going on with IWM. IWM closed at 184.91. 184.91. And the reason why I stay there with such excitement is because just last week we talked about how the volatility will likely return to IWM. I had a very strong target, and let's see if we are there. Right now, strong close above 180, and we are approaching the 200-day moving average. So where do we go from here? Let's talk about those price targets. We talked about the aggressive one that I said last week that I would love to see the market return to, because you can see volatility in this area has been strong for quite some time. Every single candle in this area is a very large candle. That is why I made an aggressive target, and I'm sticking to that one. Price target right now is 190. Reason why 190 is you can see every single candle is a huge move in this range between 180 to 190. IWM does not like to stay still and move slow in this area. Every single candle here has been volatile, and I expect that to happen again. Price target 190 for the upside. Downside target is if we return back down to retest that support area around that 180 area. That's IWM. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening with the Dow. Let's get my fingers on the keys. There we go. $36,245.50. What do we got? Ooh, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. We told you we want to get out of this area. That volatility has pushed us there, and we are very close to record highs. Very close to record highs. Right now, We are, let's see, simple math, roughly $700 off, just roughly. We are almost there. So where can we go from here? Price targets. We're going to the moon, baby. That's the price target this time. Moon. We want those highs. It is aiming for those highs, and I think that it will get there. So price target right now is the record highs. 36,952 is where we are aiming to get to and likely create a new one. Downside target is if we come back down to test out where we just broke out from, this resistance area. If we come back to around this 35,690, 680 area. So upside target, record highs. Downside target is if we come back down to the resistance and retest it as support around that 35,680 or 90 area. That's the Dow. And finally, let's go ahead and see where the Nasdaq ended up for this week. $15,997.58. The cup and handle is in play here as well. And we talked about that last week and we highlighted where we could go. That handle is now on fleek, or whatever you want to call it. That might be even old now, but it's off the hook right now. And we are looking to see if we can continue to go higher. So where can we go from here? Price targets. Those price targets are going to be similar to what I just said about the Dow. We are aiming for those highs. We had a spinning top candle here. That is an indecisive action, and we are sitting right at the resistance area or that neckline. So upside right now is we want to get to around that 16,500 area. That is the upside target. Downside target is if we continue to play out and stick around this 16,000 area. We want to get above that. Techs are looking pretty strong and they have an opportunity to keep going higher, and I think they will do that. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. We have all four indexes right now showing you very bullish signals. However, we still need proof. The Dow is the only one that is showing the super strength of all of the indexes. We have the S&P right now that is on the cusp of breaking out from its cup and handle pattern, and we want to watch that develop in order to get a strong confirmation that the market is going to move to new highs. We have IWM that's giving very, very strong signals right now that it will continue to move up because we are in that volatile area and we can reach 190. We have the Dow that we just talked about near its record high, very, very close, sniffing it. And we have the Nasdaq right now also breaking out from its cup and handle. So do I give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I still give this a thumbs down. And the only reason why I give this a thumbs down is because we have to be rewarded for the patience. We have to be patient and wait for the signals. And right now we do not have the signal. The cup and handle pattern is a signal that you can be very profitable from if you trade it on the signals. And this is why I say right now, this is not the great entry for a trader to take advantage of, because it is not fully developed and we can easily see a reversal if it does not fully develop. So we wait and we will wait and we will be patient. So speaking of being patient, how are you? How's your weekend going so far? I hope everything is going well for you. Please make sure to enjoy yourself. Do not be overcritical of things. Just enjoy the moments. They pass and you will miss them. So spend time with your family. Make sure you get your exercise, drink your water. Health is wealth. It is the wealthiest way that you will ever be wealthy is through your health. So take care of yourself out here. Too many times we beat ourselves up. Take the time out this weekend and show yourself some love by spending time with people that you love. Taking care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, everything. And that is the purpose of what we do here every week. Money's cool, but it means nothing without your health. So enjoy yourself. I will catch you next week. All right. Peace.